Hello, Gina. Hello, Dreber.
Hello.
Well, however you say it. Well, we just got back, from seeing Medea's Witness Protection. We're just going to do a little quick review. Now, I saw some of the Medea movies, like the last one. I thought it was okay.
Let me explain it, because you talk too much and you don't talk enough. Eugene Levy was the one that was in a so-called Ponzi scheme. And he was in a big business that was making a lot of money, and they were stealing money from all these charities.
Giving to charity, yeah, taking money from charities.
And he didn't know about it. So he has
and Tom Arnold set him up.
Yes. So he had to go into hiding. So Tyler Perry plays FBI guy that is related to somehow Medea.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
it's Medea's his aunt.
His aunt.
Yeah.
That's it.
So he's going to hide them up in her house.
Yes.
That's long story short.
But basically, though, it's the most Medea movie. It's basically Medea's main lead.
In it a lot.
And
I really liked Medea Goes to Prison.
And so is Tyler
or
Perry
yeah,
in it a lot, which is kind of
because he plays everybody.
Because he's doing both parts.
Tom Arnold, on the other hand, I haven't seen him in this kind of thing since Carpool or Golf Punks or something.
Enough.
I haven't seen that.
And he didn't have a big scene, and he's always
he
so over the top. Now we will talk too about Eugene Levy. Was I really kind of just sort of. I love him. I'm a huge fan.
I don't know what happened.
He was collecting the check in this one.
He was not acting.
No, it was. If people had only ever seen Eugene Levy in this, they would think Eugene Levy hadn't graduated from acting class.
They need to go watch
and
Armed and Dangerous.
But the thing is, he's always so good, and I guess that he just didn't care, or I don't know what happened. But give an example, if you can, Gina, of when Eugene Levy is talking to Denise Richards, who. I'm not even going to talk about the acting from her, but
that doesn't even count.
We can't even talk about that.
That doesn't count.
And I don't consider myself a great actor, but Eugene Levy, Denise Richards, I don't know what was going on. But let's talk about Eugene Levy when he was nervous and scared, and talking about his life was over and he's going to get raped in jail and everything.
What am I going to do? They're going to put me in jail. Oh my God! Oh, what am I going to do? I can't survive.
I can't survive. What am I going to do? I would be someone's bitch. I ruined everything.
Okay,
like that.
I get it.
But that was the whole thing.
Basically.
Eugene Levy like that.
Doris Roberts was wasted too.
Oh, and then
she was not all there. She was kind of crazy.
Yeah, but it was no
But see,
good.
people have said, Sean, you never don't like a movie. Well, I didn't like this one.
Yep.
I didn't, and the thing is, I really liked the last
I couldn't
one.
wait to see it.
The last one with that
Yeah, I liked the last one.
That was funny.
But this one too. What was another thing that happened in this?
Well, they didn't bring in the mafia.
Oh yeah, they were trying to make it like he was, hiding from the mafia. But
that's why he was under
you
witness
saw
protection.
this one guy give a rat and a thing to Doris Roberts, but you never saw a big fat Tony guy going, "Gotta find that asshole" and all that.
Nope.
There was none of that.
You'd think that there'd be some sort of problem in the plot where that would happen, and he'd come to Georgia or whatever and track him down, but no.
Well, and also they could have showed how the people came to the house, Medea's house, kind of fish out of water, and had to go to school and all that stuff.
Yeah, when they were promoting the movie, they were saying fish out of water, but it didn't really seem like anything. There was.
No,
we're all saying water like they do in Baltimore. You got to say water,
they didn't interact with any of it except to go to the church and listen to him singing.
Yeah, and then they always have a side religious thing,
which is fine because it breaks the story.
No,
it didn't even need to be this time.
It wasn't necessary.
I'd like to see Tyler Perry make a movie without that. I know he's really religious and stuff, but sometimes he kind of contradicts himself. I almost think sometimes Medea is a way for him to bring. It's almost like what was in that Davy and Goliath almost like a way to make people watch religious stuff.
Good Deeds didn't really have
Medea
that,
never
though.
goes.
No, so that's why I never understand exactly
Medea
what he's trying to make.
Medea did go, and the one goes to prison. Remember, because there was a church in the prison, and that's how she.
The thing though with Tyler Perry's movies is, I think Tyler Perry is a good actor. I think when he's out of makeup, he's really good.
Well, supposedly he hates being Medea.
Wow.
He does.
Yeah. Supposedly.
But it brings in the scratch.
Yeah.
But you know what? All in all, though, I'm going to say that this was not the greatest movie. It had so many flaws, even as it was filmed, and the shots and everything was just sort of rushed. And you can tell.
Everything felt out of place. The story was all over the place. It just.
I don't know. Like, I hope if he does another Madea one, which I'm sure he will, I hope he goes back to the old form.
Browns and all
yeah,
that.
bring back all
the whole family needs to be included. This time didn't even have the whole. Like,
no, so they had so many missed opportunities that they could have done in this.
Right.
And the credits with Tyler Perry on the phone making this joke prank call was funnier than the whole movie.
There should have been more.
At the end, stay at the end. That's the funniest part.
There should have been more with them flying to New York and all that stuff. That was
like the last 25 minutes was the best stuff.
The worst part was the getting to the Madea part because it was like a good 15-20 minutes into it. I don't need to wait around that long.
I took that long to see Madea.
For, no story at all to take place anyway, just to see Madea.
And
makes sense.
Madea didn't say that hallelujah.
Just said her.
Yeah, and I love the hallelujah one. But he didn't say it once.
No.
Maybe that would have saved it. I don't know. But all in all, out of stars, in all seriousness, I think I'd probably give this 0 stars.
Oh, wow.
I think it was that poorly put together. And like I said, people say I never dislike something. This was just so lazy and so much wasted talent. And wasted, prior things they could have done with this.
Where was Jamie Kennedy? I thought he started being in his movies because he was in Good Deeds and he was really funny in that. Like, I miss Jamie Kennedy.
Well, what would you say out of ratings, Gina? Out of 10 stars, people like it out of 10.
I'd say just don't forget it.
Forget it. What about you?
Pass on it. I mean, I guess if it pops on Netflix or something,
maybe.
Just watch it and laugh, I guess, for a bit. But fast forward to the part where Madea actually shows up.
Yeah. And then, I guess, I think in the years to come, this is going to be a movie where people imitate Eugene Levy's scenes.
And then the daughter that was so bad and so rude and so mean, just like that zippy doodah fixed.
She's changed.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I mean, come on.
No, and also this movie, too, one thing it did, too, was explain the obvious too much. It's almost like, yes, Captain Obvious.
Everything
it was almost like Troll 2, and his daughter. There was a lot of scenes when they kept on explaining things.
They kept going through all the papers about this Ponzi scheme.
I can't figure it out.
I don't know. It was like, come on.
I failed my family.
Tom Arnold's in it for a good 2 minutes, and he's like, I'm out.
I know. Well, that's about all for this.
Well, sorry about that.
One other thing I'll say and touch upon is that Medea's husband in this, or whatever, he was actually a little bit more of a funny character this time. Like, he had funny things to say to Eugene Levy.
Brother?
Well, whatever.
No, that's the husband. That's the brother.
That's her brother.
Yeah, because
Oh, they're not married.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I remember that from the other ones. That's the brother. Right. So we'll just end this now before we say anything else when we don't know what we're talking about.
Really,
okay.
Understand it.
So see you later.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Bye.